Hi everyone, my name is Gary. Today I'm with Rika for a marketing research proposal for our organization, Australian Apparel. And we got a scenario. Given by the scenario, we have been identified the research program, research objectives, and research questions. For the research program, we have been find out two problems in this scenario. The first one is changing the demographic factors and the consumer insight. The second one is the extinction of the brand due to the lack of the innovation. The second one I want to talk about is the research objectives. Throughout the reading of the scenario, we have been identified two objectives. The first one is the investigation and diagnosis, the influence of the style of the pearl on the consumer buying intention. The second one is investigation and diagnosis, the influence of the consumer demographic change on the customers' buying decisions. Based on the two factors, based on the research program and research objective approved, we have been developed the research question. We have been developed two. The first one is to what extent the style of the pearl may impact the consumer buying intentions. The second one is to what extent the consumer demographic change affect the consumer buying decisions. For the marketing research proposal, we have separated them into 6 stages. The first stage is the problem definition. The purpose of this quantitative research is aiming to find out the connection between the independent variable and the dependent variables. By investigation these two factors, the potential influence and risk of the brands can be identified. So the existing literature that we found indicates that there is certain connection between the independent variable and the dependent variable exists. The product styles can impact the consumer behavior under some certain aspect. We also agrees that the further investigation still needed for this research. The stage 2 is the selection of the basic research design. Throughout the research, the interviewee will be answered several questions that we developed. The question was developed based on the investigation of the independent variable and the dependent variables. The source of the data can be retrieved from the existing customers from the organization and the people who are passing by the stores.
Hello everyone, this is Rika. Now I will talk about the stage 3 selection of sample. For selection of sample, actually we will take the young age target consumer who are actually aged from 18 to 25 years old, and then we have planned to use the quota sampling under probability sampling. And under probability sampling we will use some potential factors like age, education level, income, at the same time class, occupation, and which are necessary for this research. And lastly, our sample size. Actually it will be determined by after doing some research on literature review and depending on other factors. And then our data gathering. Actually we have planned for this research, we have planned to use 50% of female respondents and at the same time 50% of male respondents. And then we will collect data from consumer attitude through online questionnaire and also using survey and interview method. And then our data analysis, we will use SPSS software. At the same time, we will use Microsoft Office and also Qualtrics for survey collection. And then for report type, it will be actually repositioning the brand in the market. So it will be a research report, obviously, and also the management of the organization will read this report, and further improvement will be added after the research. And after that, our budget. Actually, we estimate this budget fully. For our budget, our expense are actually on approximation. For travel cost, we took only $70. At the same time, for some material supplies we needed, which is printing, stationery, and other things, we took only $150. And at the same time, we need some food and drinks, which is $100. In total, we need $320. And now I will talk about the timeline. For timeline, I actually divide the timeline into things in qualitative study, at the same time quantitative study. For qualitative study, we need only, actually we took the study until the week 8, which is we divide some tasks like studying industry and market and competitors, which is actually literature review. We need some weeks till it's 4th September, and then for design, research, technology analysis, these are till 9th September, and then the research problem identification with interviewing people, that is actually till 11th September, and at last we will reach some initial decisions for qualitative study from within 20th September. After that, actually our quantitative study will start. In quantitative study, we divide some tasks on the quantitative study, which is actually we will identify the sample and also the design the survey. At the same time, we will finding some research question, objective, research model, and we need some time for this till 27th October, and at last we need some modification of our paper and final submission within the 4th October. That's for all of us, and these are some of the references of our work, and thanks for listening our research proposal map. Please let us know if you have any comments and improvement for this research proposal. Comment below. Thank you.